Day 75, and I'm going to have to say again, zero judgment. And when I say zero judgment, I guess you know where I'm heading. We are heading to a nice Tim Hortons breakfast. So again, please don't judge me. I mean, I could just cook in the van, but it does come with extra added tasks like figuring out how to clean when you don't have the cleaning facilities, etc, etc. So it's just not ideal. But anyway, let's get that Timmy's. Yeah, hi, can I have one of their maple barbecue stack, please? I'd have it with special fries as well, the cheese fries.
The loaded fries?
That's the one, yeah. Do you have a caramel latte?
Caramel latte, yeah?
Yeah, can I have one of them, please?
Sure, what size?
Large, please.
And
Can I have a Canadian maple donut as well? Thanks. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. And then I park up and find myself a nice little space to enjoy this deliciousness. Oh, look at the loaded fries. I don't normally eat carbs. This is just bad, but I have to admit, since building and living in this van, my diet has changed a lot, purely because of convenience, and it is something I do need to figure out and work on. But definitely, I know 100% when the van is complete, these habits will definitely change. But for now, I just have to accept some of this convenience food is part of my diet, and it is what it is. But you can tell I'm stressed because I went extra naughty today and got myself one of these bad boys. Really looking forward to this. This is bad, isn't it? But bad stuff. Why? This is a strange one. Why does your body or your mind say, "Oh, this is good," when it's not? Well, I'm sure most of you at this point are thinking, "Shut up and eat the donut." So that's what I'm deciding to do here. Lovely. Well, you can tell I'm actually not. I'm still talking as I eat it. But you're also here to see the van build, so let's get cracking with the van build. I've had my caffeine, I've had my energy boost. It's time to crack on with the van. Alright, let's get going. Dear, oh dear. The mess. So of course we start by emptying the van and making more space for us to work in. And I think today I'm just going to work on the insulation a little bit more. I think where I struggle to concentrate, I find it best to work on what I feel like working that day, within reason, because obviously certain tasks do need to be done in a certain order to save you problems later on in the project. And I'll definitely feel like I'm in a better position when all the insulation is done. Plus, it obviously makes those colder nights a bit more tolerable. Oh, God, that could have been embarrassing. Imagine if the wind took it or went over the fence. So after nearly launching my air mattress over into a random garden, I then look to remove the bed frame so I can continue working under the bed area. If I'm honest with you, I am actually struggling in the night with the air mattress. It just doesn't seem to be very comfortable for me. I need to try and figure something else out. I guess I'll figure that out in the next week or two. But until then, I need to stop moaning and get on with it. So what I'm doing here is I am finishing off any insulation on either wall. I have the 3 different PIR board insulation sizes, which is a 25mm thickness, a 40mm thickness, and a 100mm thickness. As I'm working in that corner, I probably should have moved the camera so you could see more of what I'm doing. But all I'm really doing here is just cutting the board to the shape and size of the gap and then placing it in. So I'm also applying the 10mm foil foam. I tend to be using this as a base layer to the bare metal that I stick to that first. But once I've done the insulation, I think today I'm also going to start planning the electrics. I need to start thinking about what cables I'm running where, so I don't put too much insulation in areas and then can't run any cabling. So it is obviously about time we started thinking about the cabling. But let me give you a little bit more information on the plans I have. So there we go, we got the PIR board in, we've got the bed indent This was actually quite a good effort. This is a 100mm insulation. You can see how thick it is. And I managed to cut it to the right size in a C shape. This is obviously now that wall pretty much finished. I'll probably need to do these fairly soon, get that out of the way, and then it just kind of... And then up here, there's going to be, so you can see here, this is where the bed, there's the beam that the bed literally ends on that bit there. So from this point, that's where the overhead storage is going to start from there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to insulate that bit. So from this point, probably to there, I'm going to do like a smaller cupboard. It's like a single lift up one. From this point, probably to like here, I'll probably make use of this for in this cupboard, and then some overhead storage probably up there as well. I was going to put the switches up there. Where I'm putting the switches, I think, is this is where my main switches are going to be, because this is where I'm going to be sleeping, my head. I think the shower ends like there. Same again, overhead storage, the same situation. Obviously here with this window, I think I'm going to have it like slope up there. And then again, there's a windowsill literally going along here, a little bit of a gap so I can put like mini plants. Maybe what I'll probably do on these windowsills is I'm probably going to have just a little sneaky little USB in these corners, or maybe one corner, just so you can just plug in your phone, stick it on the side as well. I'll definitely have it this side, because this is where you obviously going to sit and eat. I'm going to put that in today, and I'll put that in today. So yeah, the switches are going to be here, where I was saying, and I'll literally just run it through. So I've got a set of 3 switches, which is LED 1, LED 2, LED 3, which is LED 1 is the kitchen worktop, and also on the floor, skirting board we call it. I can't remember what you guys call it in the US. We've got LED 2, which is 2 strips along the ceiling. LED 3 is LED on the footboard and headboard, or footboard and headboard. So that's what there's going to be a set of 3 switches that's doing them 3 LED circuits. Then we've got the spotlight circuits, which there's going to be 3 switches for the spotlight circuits. And these are circuit 1, 2 spotlights over the bed. Circuit 2, 4 spotlights in this sort of main living area. And then circuit 3, which is underneath the kitchen overhead storage to kind of give that kitchen the focus light. I might also, no, I might not. Well, I might add an LED strip as well to be part of the kitchen worktop LED circuit, but I don't know yet, I might not. And then on top of that, I've got 3 DC circuits that can be isolated from the wall, which will be fridge, the fan, and the water pump. And then I'm gonna have like 2 reading lights here and here. So there are gonna be 2 reading lights. They'll just have a switch on them. There'll also be, what else have I got on here? Under bed one, rear door switch. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a switch. Maybe like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. Maybe I might make a 2-way switch. Yeah, I'm gonna make a 2-way switch. So it'll be like a switch here, but also a switch the other side of the bed. So if I open the back doors and I want to look in the garage and it's dark, I can switch the light on and it will light up the garage area. But if I'm inside and I don't want to go in the van, I can also switch the light on this side, because I'm probably going to have like a little access hatch to under the bed. So under the bed, I'm going to put rear door switch and front access switch. So yeah, this is going to be quite congested with the old switches. Yeah, cabling's going to be done soon. I got a cable arrived today, which I can probably put in soon. Nice orange one. So this one is just a standard twin and earth AC, has a live neutral earth, 2.5mm. This is orange for a reason, just because the British standard for the shore power, this should be orange. And it's just the standards. It doesn't do anything different other than the fact it just means it's easier to identify. And I want mine to comply with the BS 7671, which is the UK electrical standards, because at least then if I ever want to sell it, I can get it certified by a qualified electrical engineer, electrician, and they can then sign it off, and it just kind of would then put the value up, in my opinion, I think, if it had electrical certification. So I want to make sure I install to the BS 7671 standards. So it requires an orange cable. So right, so let's cut this one next. So I got both the walls, the main bit of the walls done. I feel like having that done will just make me feel a little bit at ease. So I hope all that electrical talk made sense. If you have any questions, then please leave them in the comments. I also wanted to take this opportunity to hoover the van while I have access to a mains power socket. So once that final thick piece of insulation is installed, I then obviously hoover up, make it nice and clean and a bit more of a comfortable living space. Apologies that this video didn't have much of the living content in. I will keep working hard to try and ensure I have that in all the videos. But for now, thank you for watching. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.